And the oak and the reed. The giant oak stood near a stream. Some slender reeds grew there. When the wind blew, the great oak stood proudly firm. But the reed bowed low in the wind. The oak tree always thought that he was far stronger than the reed. He said to himself, I stand upright in a storm. I don't bend my head in fear when the wind blows. But this reed really so weak. The night a storm blew, the great oak tree was uprooted and fell among the reed. Uprooted and among the fell fell among the reed. The oak said to the reed, You are so light and weak, but you are not broken by this strong wind. The reed replied, You fight against the wind, so you are broken, but we bend before the wind, so we don't break. The night storm blew, the great oak tree was uprooted and fell among the reed. Pride brings a fall, pride brings a fall, force. Be broken, fight again, pride forward, bend, uproot, storm, upright. Flow, red, reed, slender. Jupiter and the monkey. The forest animals once had a baby show. Baby shows. The god Jupiter promised to give a prize to the most beautiful baby. All the proud mothers brought their babies, but the proudest of all was the mother monkey. Why? She happily showed her baby among the other contestants. The animals laughed loudly when they saw the mother monkey's precious child. Oh, how ugly it is, said the animals. Its nose is too flat and its eyes are too big, and it has no hair. I don't care if you laugh, said Mother Monkey. I know Jupiter may not give him the prize. But he's the sweetest and the most beautiful child in the world. Jupiter promised to give a prize to the most beautiful baby. The forest animal once had a baby show, so the proud mother bought their babies, but the proudest of all was Mother Monkey. Happily showed her baby among the other contestants. Okay, his mother loves is blind. I can't understand the story because I have read two eyes. Venus and the cat. A cat fell in love with a handsome young man. She begged the goddess Venus to change her into a beautiful woman. Oh, Venus was very generous and changed her into a beautiful woman. The young man fell in love with her and decided to marry her. The wedding ceremony was performed. The young couple sat down to the wedding feast. Suddenly, a mouse appeared, and the young woman saw the mouse. Then she jumped from her chair and tried to catch it. Venus was disappointed at this and changed the woman back again into a cat. Nature will out. Nature will out. Hercules and the wagon driver. Once upon a time, the wagon driver was driving his wagon along a muddy country road. Suddenly, one of the wheels became stuck in the muddy hole. The wagon driver climbed down from the wagon. I climbed down the wagon. I climbed down the wagon. I climbed down the bicycle. And he looked at the wheel and stamped his foot. Then he kneeled down. I kneeled down and prayed to Hercules the strong. Oh, Hercules, help me. A moment later, Hercules appeared. Man, get up, he said. Push the wheel with your strength and whip your horse. I won't help unless you try to help yourself. Oh yes, the wagon driver followed the words of Hercules. Soon he was happily driving his wagon along the road again. Self-help is the best help. Hercules and Minerva. Hercules was once traveling along a narrow road. He saw an apple on the ground in front of him. When he passed, he stamped on it with his heel. He stamped on it with his heel. To his surprise, it wasn't crushed, but it doubled in size. Oh! He hit up again with his club, and then he swelled up to great size and filled up the road. Oh! Just as Minerva appeared and said to him, "Stop, Hercules! Stop your blows. The apple's name is conflict. If you leave it alone, it remains small, but if you use violence, it grows bigger." Conflict feeds on disagreement. Conflict feeds on disagreement. B. Minerva appealed and said to him, "Stop, Hercules, stop your blows. Blow means hit. The apple's name is conflict. If you leave it alone, it remains small. But if you use violence, it grows bigger." Hercules was once traveling along a narrow road. He saw an apple on the ground in front of him. When he passed, he stamped on it with his heel. To his surprise, it was not crushed, but it doubled in size. He hit up again with his club, and then he slept up.